This morning, 7 Baltimore City police officers were arrested on federal racketeering charges. The 7 defendants were members of the gun trace task force.
Wayne Couzens will spend the rest of his life behind bars. He will not see the light of day again.
In this episode, we delve into a shocking tale of corruption within law enforcement, involving these officers whose actions were caught on camera. Join us as we delve into the unsettling truth behind their actions and unveil how their unlawful deeds were brought to light. Prepare yourself for a narrative that will challenge the core principles of justice. Top on our list is Officer Wayne Jenkins.
Look at me. I'm Sergeant Wayne Jenkins of Gun Trace Task Force. I'm assigned to Baltimore City Police Department.
The recent premiere of HBO's new series, We Own This City, has brought the appalling story of the Baltimore Police Department to national attention. This gripping show delves into one of the darkest chapters in the department's history, shedding light on the shocking actions of officers who were meant to be part of an elite squad. The scandals surrounding the Gun Trace Task Force came to light in 2017. Rocking both the city and the police department to their core. 8 officers, including Officer Wayne Jenkins, were convicted for a slew of crimes ranging from racketeering to robbery, extortion, and overtime. These officers shamelessly abused their power for nearly a decade, using their badges as a shield to commit crimes. Their actions were reprehensible. They stole drugs and money, robbed innocent citizens during street and traffic stops, conducted illegal searches in people's homes, planted evidence, and even fabricated affidavits and police reports to cover their tracks. As a result, numerous innocent individuals were unjustly sent to jail based on false charges. At the heart of this corruption was Officer Wayne Jenkins, a former sergeant and leader of the Gun Trace Task Force. His role in orchestrating these crimes was particularly egregious. Jenkins and his cohorts frequently targeted innocent individuals, robbing them during routine stops and encounters. They would confiscate drugs and money using their badges to justify their criminal behavior.
First became aware policing activities, so to speak, of Wayne Jenkins about 10 to 12 years ago when I had a case where we were able to show that they took money, they broke into my client's wife's house, and they wrote in a statement of facts things that weren't true.
The footage captured by the body cameras, intended to ensure officer accountability, revealed Jenkins flagrantly flouting regulations while adorned with the Baltimore Police Department badge. The ramifications of such conduct are immense. Innocent individuals might have been unjustly convicted based on fabricated evidence planted by Officer Jenkins and his corrupt counterparts. This has severely impacted the community, leading to shattered trust in law enforcement and leaving residents feeling deceived and apprehensive. The actions of Officer Jenkins and the Gun Trace Task Force undermined the very essence of justice, leaving behind a path of injustice and shattered lives. However, justice eventually caught up with Jenkins and others involved in perpetrating these criminal acts.
I'm Sergeant Wayne Jenkins of the Gun Trace Task Force. I'm Sergeant Wayne Jenkins of the Gun Trace Task Force. Sergeant Wayne Jenkins of Gun Trace Task Force.
Once a symbol of authority, Officer Wayne Jenkins now epitomizes corruption and abuse, casting a shadow over the reputation of the Baltimore Police Department. The reverberations of the GTTF scandal continue to resonate throughout the city, with 30 officers facing charges linked to the corruption. The fallout from their actions continues to inflict wounds upon the community, impacting nearly 2,000 arrests and cases. Jenkins received the harshest sentence of 25 years in prison, but he was not alone. Several others also received lengthy sentences totaling 112 years collectively. Currently incarcerated in a low-security prison in Ashland, Kentucky, Jenkins won't be eligible for release until 2038. His downfall serves as a stark reminder that even those entrusted with upholding the law are not immune to its consequences. Now next corrupt is Officer Zachary Wester. For these individuals, it seemed like just another routine traffic stop on an ordinary day. Unaware of what was about to unfold, the unsuspecting drivers had no inkling that their lives were on the brink of a dramatic upheaval.
And he comes back with a spoon, which is what I use to eat my yogurt with, and in the spoon, there is laying a little bitty, like, I guess a little tiny bag. He says it tests positive for methamphetamine. So I guess I'm going to go to jail. And it damn sure ain't mine, and nobody's been in my truck but me.
Officer Zachary Wester gained infamy for his involvement in a scandal that shook Jackson County, Florida. A former sheriff's deputy, Wester was accused of engaging in egregious misconduct by planting drugs on innocent motorists during routine traffic stops. This revelation emerged after an extensive investigation exposed Wester's pattern of fabricating evidence, resulting in numerous wrongful arrests and convictions. In 2019, Wester was arrested and faced a litany of charges, including racketeering, official misconduct, fabricating evidence, and false imprisonment. His actions not only shattered the trust between law enforcement and the community, but also cast a harsh light on the potential for abuse of power within the justice system. The fallout from Wester's actions was profound. Hundreds of cases linked to him had to be dismissed, highlighting the far-reaching consequences of his misconduct. Moreover, the scandal sparked widespread outrage and calls for greater accountability and oversight in law enforcement.
The white small plastic baggie that was in that spoon that the deputy just showed you on this video. Had you ever seen that before?
No, sir.
Was that in your car?
No, sir.
In another instance, a man recounted in the courtroom how he had willingly permitted Officer Wester to search his car, confident in his own innocence, only to later discover that he had been framed.
And I knew my truck was clean. I knew it was.
As Wester's defense team scrambled to salvage his reputation, they attempted to sow doubt regarding the evidence, questioning the authenticity of the body camera footage, and seeking to discredit the victims. Despite video evidence contradicting Wester's claims of discovering drugs,
the drugs were there. I did not put the narcotics there.
The corrupt officer captured on camera was found guilty on 19 of the 67 charges against him.
In the state of Florida versus Zachary Tyler Wester, we, the jury, find as follows as to the counts charged and the information. Count 1, guilty of racketeering as charged.
The court proceedings unfolded as the state of Florida versus Zachary Tyler Wester, with the jury's declaration ringing out, Count 1, guilty of racketeering as charged. With the guilty verdict sealed, attention shifted to the sentencing phase. In the end, the judge handed down a sentence of more than 12 years in prison for Zachary Wester. It marked a significant triumph for the victims and sent a resounding message that corruption within law enforcement would not be tolerated. Officer Wayne Couzens. In this chilling narrative, we delve into the disturbing tale of Metropolitan Police Constable Wayne Couzens, a corrupt officer caught on camera, whose depraved actions resulted in the abduction and brutal murder of an innocent woman, Sarah Everard. On what appeared to be an ordinary evening of March 3, 2021, 33-year-old Everard found herself walking home from a friend's residence in South London. Unbeknownst to her, this routine journey would spiral into a nightmare. Meanwhile, Couzens had been captured on CCTV footage, renting a white Vauxhall car from a car hire company in Dover on February 28, 2021. As Sarah navigated the quiet streets, she was recorded by a doorbell camera on Pointers Road. Just 4 minutes later, a white Vauxhall vehicle was observed passing by. Subsequent footage from a bus camera depicted Everard standing alongside a man later identified as Metropolitan Police Constable Wayne Couzens. According to reports, Couzens purportedly claimed to be arresting her for purportedly breaching COVID guidelines. Unbeknownst to Everard, she had inadvertently fallen into the clutches of a corrupt police officer, a man who would perpetrate unspeakable acts of violence. CCTV footage later revealed Couzens driving the hired Vauxhall to Kent, with Everard undoubtedly inside the vehicle. Oblivious to her peril, Everard was transported to a remote location near Dover, far from any potential aid or escape. It was in this desolate setting that Couzens unleashed his dark impulses upon his defenseless victim. He subjected Everard to a harrowing ordeal, viciously raping and strangling her, extinguishing her vibrant spirit in an act of unfathomable brutality. Following this heinous crime, Cousins endeavored to conceal his tracks. On the following day, March 4th, Cousins was captured on surveillance camera driving his personal vehicle. Subsequent CCTV footage depicted him at a petrol filling station, where he filled a jerry can with fuel. Reports later revealed that he had incinerated Everard's body and callously disposed of her remains in a nearby pond in a bid to eradicate any evidence of his monstrous deeds. Further surveillance footage showed Cousins purchasing rubble bags, presumably utilized in the disposal of Everard's remains. Unbeknownst to him, his every move had been meticulously documented by the vigilant gaze of numerous CCTV cameras. This newly released footage played a pivotal role in the investigation, providing authorities with the evidence needed to hold him accountable for his atrocious actions. On March 9, 2021, Wayne Cousins was apprehended in his residence, revealing his true identity as a corrupt police officer. Cousins faced charges for the abduction and murder of Sarah Everard, crimes that reverberated across the nation, shocking its populace. The court proceedings served as a stark reminder of the darkness that can reside within those entrusted with enforcing the law, a jolting revelation to many. On June 8, 2021, Cousins pleaded guilty to the charges of kidnapping and rape, followed by his admission to the ultimate crime of murder on July 9th. The courtroom atmosphere was laden with a blend of sorrow, anger, and relief as the truth unfolded. Acknowledging the severity of Cousins' actions, the judge rendered a verdict on September 30th, 2021, sentencing him to life imprisonment with a whole life order. This sentence encapsulated the magnitude of the anguish inflicted upon Sarah Everard and the irreversible grief experienced by her loved ones. It was a solemn acknowledgement of the devastation wrought by Cousins' despicable deeds. That was all for today's video. You can share with us your views in the comment section about video. And if you are new to the channel, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any future bad cop videos we upload. Thank you for watching the video. Best of luck and goodbye. Thank you for joining us on this somber journey through the darker corridors of human nature. We hope that by sharing these stories, we can foster awareness and prevention. Remember to stay vigilant, stay informed, and above all, take care of each other. If you appreciated today's episode, please like, subscribe, and share to help us keep these important discussions alive. Until next time, stay safe.